Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I have a Chainlink video for you guys. Not sure if I've done a dedicated Chainlink video before or not on my channel, so I wanted to do this one and get an update out to you guys for Chainlink. I think it's a great project and I should be covering it, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell and please give this video just a quick like to get the YouTube algorithm flowing. Alright, let's jump into it. Alright, Chainlink currently at $8. It's been pumping up a little bit at the end of September and early October here. As you can see, we were down in this $6 range back in September, like 2 weeks ago. And then, $5.99, $5.80 back in early September. And we've just been climbing back up towards bullish October. And some of the coins have been pumping recently, including this one. So really good sign that the market's waking up a little bit for Moontober, they call it. As far as Chainlink, some of this could be due to this news that they've got. Go to this website here. I'll put the link in the description of the video for you guys as usual. But so this article here, and there's a lot of articles covering this. But Chainlink secures a partnership with $670 billion bank, and the Sergey Nazarov says Swift project going very, very well. So that's a good sign for Chainlink. Decentralized Oracle service Chainlink is teaming up with legend giant Australia and New Zealand banking group ANZ. They're a pretty big bank. According to the press release from Chainlink, ANZ participated in a case study involving Oracle's new cross-chain interoperability protocol, the CCIP technology that they've got. The case study reportedly demonstrated that ANZ issued stablecoins could be transferred cross-chain via CCIP to purchase nature-based assets. In a paper released by Chainlink Labs in collaboration with ANZ, the authors say that CCIP could be what catalyzes the adoption of tokenized assets by institutions. So that's really bullish news for Chainlink. And it says here the case study presented in this paper demonstrates that financial institutions can provide clients with secure access to a wide range of tokenized assets and digital asset services, even across different public and private blockchains. This can vastly simplify the user experience of interacting with digital assets while providing financial institutions with a way to serve client demand without substantial modifications to their existing infrastructure. Similarly to how interoperability standards transform the internet and global banking, a cross-chain interoperability standard could accelerate the adoption of tokenized assets among financial institutions. And this is true. This is what we absolutely need for mass adoption for the financial industries. They need something fast, secure, and reliable, and with pretty much zero transaction fees for them to utilize for their banking system and get out of the old paper money system that we have in place now, because it's slow and there's a lot of issues with it. So in June, Swift announced it was testing blockchain interoperability with over a dozen financial institutions on the Chainlink network. And it said all the key goals we wanted to achieve were achieved. We were able to use Swift messages, a widely used existing banking standard for initiating blockchain events through the CCIP, the cross-chain interoperability protocol made by the Chainlink network. So it'd be interesting to see how this is done under a stress load with full capacity used on it, and see if Chainlink can do that or not. So I'm not sure if they're completely done with their testing and it was 100% successful, or if they're still in the testing phase on this. But this is really good news. This video here kind of covers a little bit of an interview with him. It's a long interview, but I'm just going to play the last minute or so of it. And they did cover a lot of things on here. It was really interesting. He was talking about how, Sergey was talking about how he thinks the Bitcoin halving and other things are coming up, and we're going to have another bull run. He's been around crypto since, I think, 2010, he said, and he's been through these cycles, and he agrees that, like I've said, crypto is very cyclical, and that there's probably another bull run coming, and all these institutions are planning for it. So he thinks that once we get the crypto more stable and these platforms can actually handle the transaction volume without breaking in these crypto bull runs, that's going to help prevent these major crashes that we have. And he thinks that a lot of the technology that we have in the previous bull markets failed, and that's what caused part of the crashes to happen. So really interesting interview. I'm just going to play the last minute of it or so. If covering this particular aspect with the ANZ Bank and how they handled it.
Last time you were on the show was back in June, where you discussed a new partnership with interbank payment processor SWIFT to deploy blockchain technology. How is that partnership going now that several months have passed?
That's going very well. So we've released together with them a report summarizing the findings of our work together. That report was extremely positive because all the key goals we wanted to achieve were achieved. We were able to use SWIFT messages, widely used existing banking standard, for initiating blockchain events through CCIP, the cross-chain interoperability protocol made by the Chainlink network. We were also able to connect multiple private bank chains so that different banks on their respective chains could transact with each other from their chains. And we were able to connect those private bank chains to public chains so that those private banks could also transact with public chain contracts like DeFi. And so all three of those goals were successfully proven to work securely, efficiently, and in a scalable, efficient way. And that is now leading us, that led us to announce multiple things at Sibos, the big SWIFT conference, the largest financial infrastructure conference in the world. We announced things there with Australia New Zealand Bank, one of the largest banks in APAC with over $1 trillion under management, and many other entities that we're working with. And really, I think we're kind of off and running in getting the capital markets connected to blockchains and efficiently, securely interacting with each other's blockchains, and soon enough, hopefully, with public blockchains as well.
So this is really good news for Chainlink that they were able to successfully pull this off and do sufficient testing to show that it is scalable. So we'll have to see what happens with this in the future, but very good optimistic view for Chainlink currently with all this going on with them. Now, I want to get into the price action here and what I think Chainlink could do in the upcoming bull run. I did cover this on my previous video about them when I was comparing them and Quant, I think. So I wanted to jump over to that and show you what I think it could possibly do. Now, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, guys, so this is just kind of my guesstimates on what I think Chainlink could do. Currently at $8, I think it got down to like $5 at one point. If we go to the 180 here, yeah, right about $5 here back in June of this year. So if we go to the 1 year, that was pretty much the low point in the last year. So, but if we look at the previous bull run for Chainlink, it got up to $50. I think it's going to smash through $50 in the next bull run. Now, there's definitely going to be some selling pressure around that $50 mark from people who are holding from the previous bull market. So just kind of keep that in mind and make sure you're taking profits out on the way up. I want to keep stressing that in every video. But I could see Chainlink easily getting in that $75 to $100 mark in the upcoming bull run if everything does well and we get a big bull run like projected, and possibly up into that $150 to $175 Chainlink range as well is a possibility. So if we look at the current circulating supply, it's only about 50% in circulation from the max supply. I'm not sure what the tokenomics schedule is, but I'm guessing that it's not going to be too much higher than what it is now, but I could be wrong on that. I'd have to look into that. I would say that at its current market cap, it's $4.5 billion market cap. So like a 50 billion market cap and is 11x from here, which is going to put that close to that $100 Chainlink price. And we had Cardano get up to 100 billion in the previous bull run. We had Solana get up to 80 billion in the previous bull run. This bull run's projected to be bigger, so it is possible for Chainlink to get up as high as like Solana and Cardano did in the previous bull market, but there's no guarantee of that. If we went to the market cap of the last bull run, it got up to 20 billion, so 50 billion, would be, maybe a 2.5x from its previous all-time high market cap. So that is definitely doable for Chainlink, so that would put it around that, close to $100 range. So, and if it did get up as high as like ADA did, that's when you're going to be pushing close to a $200 Chainlink in the upcoming bull run. Just depends really on how big of a massive bull run we get or not. So if Bitcoin gets up in that $150,000 range, things are going to go absolutely crazy in this next bull run. But if Bitcoin only gets up to 100,000, it's going to be, you know, dumbed down quite a bit. So really depends on what Bitcoin's going to do and how much mass adoption we get in there. My last video with the perfect storm brewing for crypto, if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. Definitely things are looking like there could be starting to brew up for a perfect storm for an awesome bull run. So hopefully all these things come into play and that does happen. So we'll just have to cross our fingers and hope that it happens or not. And obviously, you know, we can't know for sure until it does or doesn't. So, but I really appreciate it, guys. If you would subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, please give this video a real quick like to get it out to more viewers out there. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. The likes on the video really help the channel grow, and I appreciate it a lot. And that's pretty much what I got for this video. We'll see you on the next one.